All right. It's a thing, I don't think. Yep.
Yeah, we are back, and we are here in stage number 3. Apologize for the loss of stream. But yeah, very well done. Got that done pretty well. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I forgot that he changed his name on YouTube.
He did post a link in the cup chat. If,
I have it. I already got it. I follow him on YouTube, so we're good. Well, we see the JCR team. McLovin's team that he owns is working really well together. Top 3 out of the top 4 cars are his, and then the other 3 of the top 6 are the Darkwing Racing team for Duck.
yeah, Chevy Power up front right now, and then
Yeah, a lot of Chevys. Something Puddin would be just
look at
having
that.
a dream
It
over.
is Fords versus Chevys right now. The front line is all Chevys. The second line is all Fords.
I'm not sure what McLovin did there, but he actually dropped up to the high line. I don't know why.
Oh, we're gonna get our
Oh, it
first
looks like there's a
accident.
wreck in the back as well. Yeah, the 14, the 4.
And
Oh, the
that
88 clobbers the 4. And that should bring out the caution.
it does.
There we go. First caution of the evening. Here it comes in stage 3 with 31 laps to go, meaning we will be restarting with 28 laps left here in this race.
They can't
There's a
make
lot
it
of
to
really
the
good
end
racing
here.
this evening. I think the intensity is going to ramp up.
Oh yeah, I think they'll battle it
You
out
are
for a
correct.
little
It
bit
cannot make it
here.
to the end, but there are a lot of cars that look like they are going to be coming down pit road.
Yeah, I'm sure
It'll
they'll
be
battle
interesting
it
to
out
see. Most of
until
them
they
being cars
can.
from the back.
Yeah, they'll battle it out for a little bit, and then it'll probably settle down until maybe green that far, and then after that, it's just gonna be a dash to the finish, I believe.
It looks as though maybe everybody did come down pit road even.
I think so.
Everybody from 3rd on down for sure did, but
3 leading them back to the green here. Let's see
Ricky
if this
still wants some
outside
daddy.
line. Let's see if this outside line can get something going here and stay with them. Or it looks like a lot of people dropping down to the inside line very quickly. As these custom setups, you see them wobbling back and forth a good little bit, getting up to speed. That's the hardest part about these super speedway cars and custom. They are very, very touchy getting up to speed.
Yeah, yet again we see the Chevys really working together here. The 12 and the 2, though, 2 teammates, Storm Motorsports, are working together. The 88 really just trying to find a place to fit in here at the moment. He's having not necessarily a tough race, but had a couple, I believe, a speeding penalty on pit road earlier, and then obviously was involved in that last accident. Just they brought out the caution.
They get single file here pretty quick.
As they go through 1 and 2, you see 3 Chevys lined up. Well, 4 Chevys lined up 1 through 4, but 2nd through 4th are all teammates. At any point, if they really wanted to make a move, they could.
And here comes
And the Fords are actually going to do so. Dank leaves them out to dry, though, Dank being a teammate. So now 4 Chevys of the top 5 are teammates.
You know, I think if the help was closer to Dank there with that run, he might have went with him, but that outside line got for him pretty quick. And it's 3 wide through the tri-oval. The 12 and the 2
Yeah,
stuck
3
in the
wide.
middle, nowhere to go except backwards.
3 wide does not work, especially in the tri-oval.
And as we saw early on in this race,
It works actually a lot of times through this track.
But the 41 leading the high line around the leaders straight to the front, and they fall in line right behind
Something
them.
else we've seen a lot, being the 41 being pushed by the 10 of Taddy. He's been up there. There's a wreck in the back again. Actually, I think that, yeah, there was a wreck. The 24 is around, front end damage.
Caution is out.
He looks to be the only one that went around, but it looked like AJ was involved. the 42 and the 88 of Dank yet again.
It's amazing how these...
As we see, Taddy is leading. I'm not sure if that's going to stick around or not, but...
It's amazing that brought out a caution, but the wreck last night in the third stage for us did not bring out a caution.
Yeah, however that managed to happen again. Am I glad it didn't come out? Yes. Did I want to win the race that way? No. On neither account. So, unfortunate, but obviously this league is packed and stacked from top to bottom with just fantastic talent. So it's going to be, again, a great season.
Darkwing Duck
as we get ready to restart yet again. As we get restarted, there are 21 laps to go. Everybody should be able to make it from here if they all pitted.
And
it'll be interesting to see what they do.
You might see a couple cars drop back here.
9-3.
You might see a couple cars drop back here to the back of the line and save a lap or two. Because I think you can only get 18 to 19 on a tank. But if you're in the draft riding about half throttle, it doesn't take long to save those 2 laps.
Yeah, the max is 18. But again, being in the draft, as you just said, you may be able to get some laps saved.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do here.
I believe why Duck might have just let the 3 just go here. Let the 3 burn his gas and maybe save your own.
Yeah, you may see this line get a little spread out here, especially further towards the back. The cars further back are having to use the least amount of fuel, so they're in the prime position. It'd be interesting to see if some of these cars up front might pull out of line and then drop back, as I think that's what...
And there it goes. The 3 is going to be the one to do it, or tried to be the one to do it, but was not actually successful.
I think everybody behind him checked up too, because they don't want him to save gas.
Yeah, they don't want him to go. Yep, the 9 is going to... They're just following him. They are not... They're playing games, right? So this is going to be an interesting run here to the end of this race, because nobody wants to be the lead car.
That 3 car does not want to be the lead car. The 9 car doesn't want to be the lead car. I'm interested. I'm wondering...
Sure if you look back throughout the rest of the field, they don't either.
I'm wondering what the actual speeds are right now. I wonder if they're even hitting 200 trying to save.
I would be... Yeah, that would be something interesting to know. Actually, as a matter of fact, I can tell you what the speeds are. They're sitting right around 202, 205, 6.
They're definitely in fuel save mode.
And then they check up. Yeah, that is not even close to probably a top speed that we've seen this evening.
The 3 car is desperately trying to move back.
The 3 car does not want to be the leader. Nobody else is going to go up there for him, though, so I think they're just going to work together here. Or at least the 9 and the 48 are going to work together to try to get him as far back as possible. His plan might have worked. No, it's not. They're going to continue to check up.
It's going to stack them up behind him. I wonder if these cars behind him are going to get impatient.
There is no will to lead this race right now. No, there is no will right now to lead this race. They're playing games. We'll see what happens.
But it still makes, if the 3 car is up a lane, that does technically make the 9 car the lead car in that line. It's hurting him just as much staying low. But the 3 car is not saving any gas by himself up there either. He's got some help behind him coming now. They might have got a little antsy back there and said, you know what? Somebody's got to lead this race. As the 12 gets a push from the 8.
Flash 9 and McLovin working together up here. And they are going to get to the lead because, again, everybody's checking up. And then once that happens, McLovin and the 3 are probably going to work together. I would only assume, just knowing that, knowing the situation right now.
They said, well, if nobody else wants to lead, we'll be glad to do it. And that's just what they're going to do. They drive their way to the front. Once some of
I'll have
these
a lap
cars
count
know,
here in a second as well. I'll let you know where we're at. And
once
if
some of these
anybody is
cars know that they
good.
can make it, you might see some
They're
intensity
getting
pick up
very
here.
close. They are getting very close. They are now with it, or there are some cars in this race that are within 1 lap of the of making it to the end. So now it's getting to be crunch time.
Yeah, the further back they are, I'm sure the better they are on their gas mileage, as there's clear gaps between every car from about fourth on back.
Oh, the 9, the 42 made a little bit of contact. 42 kind of just came down. Not fully sure what happened. I just happened to look up and see the contact. And this is going to be interesting. Now it looks as though they're going to be very, very close. On the edge. On the very edge right now, it looks as though what we're going to see from some people back and further in the pack. I do not want to be a top 3 car right now.
It's turned into a giant game of chess or checkers right now. It's probably turned into a game of who can save their gas the quickest to try to make the charge to the front.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting again to see how this works out. And will we see a caution before the end of the race, or even when this thing starts to get a little bit more intense as we close down laps? Again, right now, just a fuel save mode type race at the moment. We got a leader, Flash 9. In second is McLovin in that 8 car. Third is JWoww.
And 2 nights
Being the 42 of, I think that's, who is that?
clashing, JCR clashing. That's
Clash.
2 nights in a row we've seen McLovin tucked in behind the first place car in second, just riding along here in the third stage.
Yeah, just biding this time towards the end. Hopefully tonight it works out a little bit better for him. I'm sure he's probably thinking the same thing. But again, there's a lot of people that want to come out here and win this race, especially on the opening night of the season in this Custom Cup Series.
There's now a gap, a pretty even gap between every single car here, so you can tell they're not pushing the issue right now. Just trying to make sure they can get the gas to make it to the end. Once you see a couple cars start laying back behind the cars in front of them, try to build a run, that might mean they can make it then. As that might be what the 3's doing right here.
Yeah, there's one specific group that I think can definitely get to the end. Like there's a point in this pack in which I believe there's guys that are already capable of making it to the end. They're just waiting their turn to get there. And that is exactly the case. There is a group that is very, very close to making it to the end.
I'd say
just waiting to get there.
At this point, I'd say probably from the 41 car on back, they're probably the ones closest to be able to make it. As they're starting to lay back and try to build a run now, it looks like.
It looks to be that way. They're trying to make this happen potentially sooner rather than later, and all the Fords are together. Which is going to make this race really interesting. There's one Ford that could potentially get hurt by this, and that's the 12.
Oh, coming out of 2, this back line is going to have a run, I believe.
Yeah, I'd be willing to say so. It looks like there is a group now that is definitely good to go, and maybe even McLovin and those guys are ready to go as well. To the outside go the Fords of Cola. Actually, all the Fords are going to the outside, including the 4 and the 2.
Taddy's going to jump in the middle lane.
Taddy leaves Cola out to dry there in the middle. This is going to be interesting. Now they're going to start to get really racy here. They're coming down to about 10 laps to go this time by.
It's 2 by 2 by 2.
Finish.
4 wide on the front
Cola
stretch.
left out to dry on the outside, but look at the new leader on that outside line. It's Taddy. Oh, the 14, Ty gets knocked out. The 88 gets bumped out of line into the wall. That's going to break up the run here on the high side. Going to be interesting now to see what they're going to do.
The
All
88.
teammates really seem to be working together. The 88 is way back and definitely out of this race at this point, unless there's a caution.
Yeah, he is hoping for yellow, I'm sure. As they get back single file.
Yeah, getting back in line and getting ready to work together some more. It looks like these Fords are really trying to make something happen, specifically the team that Nuka Bob owns. I don't have a name for that team, unfortunately.
We know Taddy's not afraid to take it to the high line. That's exactly what he's going to do right here.
Taddy all week's been wanting to work the high line. Did it last night. Definitely trying to do it tonight. And they've got a huge run on the outside here. Carrying a lot of speed around that outside line. Just with 5 of them, I'm definitely curious to see how that's going to work out later on.
They might need a couple more cars. They might need a couple more cars if they want it to work how they want it to. Yeah, it's getting down to crunch time.
Yeah, there they go. They're going right back down.
Oh, they left Taddy up the drive right there.
Taddy's going to get left out. Nuka lets him in. They're going to try again. I would be almost guaranteed they're going to try it again here soon.
But right now up front we got the 3 car, JCR JWoww up front, with the 8 of McLovin right behind him, the 42 of Clashing.
Right
so the JCR teammates up front right now, leading this bottom line. Oh,
yeah, the 9 and the 2 make contact. They're going to keep it straight here, though, but they lost a lot of speed, and that's going to give a huge run to the Fords. The 41, the 10 on the outside, the 4 and the 14 as well. The 9 goes up to the top of Duck. They are all working together right now. We're going to see a huge run from this top line here over the next couple of laps.
Once again, we see this 41 car leading that top line to the promised land up front. Usually it's Taddy right behind him.
The top line is out front right now. The top 2 cars are definitely cleared. Maybe even the 3rd car of Nuka here as they get down to the backstretch. Yeah, their 3 cars clear now. As again, they continue to run down the back straightaway here. Cola, Taddy, Nuka, and Ty of Hazard. Ty of Hazard, last year's custom Xfinity Series champion, I believe.
When you're stuck on the inside line and you see that line of cars just going by on the outside, it's a hopeless feeling.
Yeah, now there's 4 teammates, 1 through 4. Will anybody be able to get them here? I would only assume the Chevys are going to have to work together to make this happen and do the exact same thing that the Fords just did to them.
How many laps we got left here?
I have a number right now. There are 6 laps left here in this race.
So they're coming
There's a lot of time for things to go. There'll be 5 laps to go this next time by.
All right, make your pick. Who you got?
I'm looking at the 10 car. I mean, he's been pushing everybody. He's been pulling the top line. I think he might make a move here on his own teammate to try to win this race at the end.
The 10 car Kate's Daddy.
He even told me earlier. He said, "I'll talk to you after the race." So curious to see. Maybe he called a shot early on or earlier this evening.
I've been watching that 41 car. Unless he gets hung out to dry, he's been the dominant car out front and in the draft, it seems like, as he's led whatever groups behind him to the front every time. And these front 4 starting to separate a little bit, but that's probably just so the 9
I think they're sitting back. I think the Chevys are sitting back here.
Maybe 4 to go this time, Bob?
No, they're not going to go. They were going to try to bait Ty, it looked like, but it didn't work. As they come to 4 laps to go, there is not much time left to make this happen.
I'd say each one of these cars in this lead pack still has an equal shot to win this race.
Looks like the 14 of Ty is trying to lag back to maybe stop the run, but the 9 isn't going to have anybody to help him. There's a huge run going to come from that pack behind, led by JWoww in that 3 car with McLovin and Clashton all pushing them. Here they go. They make their run to the outside. The Chevys do. There's only two of them. They're not going to make it happen. The 42 bails. The 12 and the 8, or sorry, the 12, the 48, and the 24 are all going to join them though up on the top side. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah, they couldn't
not going to happen this time.
They couldn't get that run organized right there.
3 laps to go here.
You could tell they wanted to get something going.
Yeah, definitely the Chevys are working together here, trying to make something happen. Even a couple Fords mixed in between AJ and Flash 9. Actually, yes, AJ. Is AJ still in the pack? No, he's not. So it's just Flash 9 and the Chevys working together right now, trying to do anything to separate this top four from all these SHR Fords. Going to be interesting to see what they try to do here.
2 to go this time,
Again,
Bob.
coming to 2 to go. A lot of time for something to happen and a lot of time for something to change. I wonder what's going to happen between the teammates. Again, 4 teammates up here leading the race. Will they try to battle it out amongst themselves? It's going to be a very interesting way to finish this race here as we come again now to 2 laps to go here in the CR.I.N.G.E Custom Cup season opener at Talladega.
I wonder if this back line right here
come from the second group.
How formed up can they get though? Because if they're not uniformed up,
near as formed up as these top 4, and that's going to be the issue. The 3 goes to the outside. Flash 9 with them.
Cola moves up the
to
block.
The high side. Oh! Contact sends Nuka to the inside. Huge wreck in the back. That's going to bring out a caution, and we will have a green-white checkered finish here this evening.
Boy, that is not what the 41 and the 10 wanted to see right there. I know it's not.
No, because now they're going to have to battle each other. They are not. I don't expect them to work together. This is too late in the race. But again, cringe overtime here in the Custom Cup Series. The first time this week, I believe we've seen this.
I think so.
What is going to happen? First time this season, first time this week. A bunch of firsts here in the Custom Cup season opener.
I think he's about time to reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time for this restart, though.
They're going to be pulling everything pretty tight. It's going to be a shootout here to see who's going to get the win in this race.
Leading them back to the green.
Is going to start first with Ty of Hazard, teammate of his right behind him. Taddy going to be on the outside. Will they work together? No, they're not going to work together. It looks as though they're going to try to run this thing out.
A better restart by the outside line.
This is going to be interesting. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting finish here because the top line is going to have to get formed up very quick. The 8 is already down on the apron. There's a lot of contact.
There they go again.
The 2 in the wall. And not going to be a caution though. The 2 is the only one to go around. They're going to keep it going. Down the back stretch. Here for the second to last time in this race. What are they going to do when they come around again? There's a lot of cars that are going to be willing to work together to try to beat these 2 Fords.
Watch this line of cars led by that 14 right here. They're going to try to get a run to the outside. I'm thinking. Oh, they stick right to the bumper.
I don't expect the 14 to go. I don't expect the 14 to go.
White flag in the air. Next flag will end the race.
Yeah, white flag here. Final lap here from Talladega. And again, the Custom Cup season opener here in CR.I.N.G.E. There's 3 cars trying to get a run on the top 2. And there's a bigger line back behind them. This is going to come down to a very, very exciting finish.
Watch this 42 car. He's going to have a run building. Watch him coming out of 4. He's going to jump to the high line.
Yeah, they are all together here. Huge run going to come here at the end of this race. What is going to happen between the 41 and the 10? Will one of them be able to hold on, or will it be a huge run for the 42 and potentially everybody else behind them? Out of turn 4. Through the tri-oval one last time. The 42 to the outside. The 10's going to come up to block. Is anybody going to get Cola?
Cola takes the win.
No, Cola's going to win. The 42 of Clashing's going to come in second, and Taddy finishes third. I'm not fully sure the rest of the top 5. Ty of Hazard 4th, Dank 5th, Darkwing Duck 6th, WRX Mike 7th. I believe Gottnub was 8th. I didn't quite catch the rest of the top 10 there.
How about the 88 car? Thought he was out of it.
9th was Nuka, and 10th was McLovin. But yeah, the 88 ended up pulling up there and making this quite a show here at the end with the top 5. What a finish. I think that might have been the best finish of the season so far. Or of the week, definitely.
It's definitely up there. You want to try to get Cola, Taddy, and the 42 up here clashing?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do everything we can to get this taken care of. Get these guys up here, I guess is proper term for it.
Great finish to Talladega week right there. I know a lot of guys will be relieved to see this week come to an end, actually, as we get to racing some real racetracks next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotten with the fastest lap by 3/10.
JCR clashing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there an underscore in there?
Yes.
Clashing 04, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, perfect. I added them all. Should see 3 guys up here very quickly.
I'm thinking that
Again,
line led by the
finish here to finish out this season.
That 42, I think,
this early.
Too long to get the run he needed to get by Cola Motorsports, and that's who's joining us right now. Cola in the 41 car. Dominant car out front. Really, just anytime you saw a line of cars coming to the front on the outside, it was led by that 41 with the 10 right behind him. How did you hold off that run from the 42?
Man, I don't know what to say. I really don't. It was a fun race all race long, and I knew the 42, the 3 and the 8 car, they were going to be strong. They come with race cars to the track every week, and man, just going down that backstretch with I don't know, before that caution, and I was basically in my mirror the whole time, and it was a numbers game. We had 1 through 4, and the 42 or the 3, they went to the outside there, and I went up to block the 3 or I don't know what number it is, man. But it felt like a clean block, and then the 12 tried to come in between us, and whatever happened behind me, yeah, I mean, I don't know, but that right there was set the race for one of us, Puddin Motorsports drivers, to win this race, and just excited to be on the team, and hopefully we can get more wins.
Definitely. So you had a good pusher there behind you the whole race, just about in that 10 car. Were you content pushing the 41 there, Taddy, or was you hoping to try to get by at some point?
I was content. The way I seen it, we worked as a team the whole race, so it was going to be one of those. If somebody was going to win, it had to be one of the Haas cars. I mean, we sat back together, we went to the front together. That last caution come out, I did what I could to get down in the bottom. Finishing second, I'd have been all right. I actually told him as soon as we crossed the line, I said, Cola gets the win. That's going to help me out a lot in points because I won a stage. I finished second in a stage, so me finishing third tonight, I'm pretty tickled. It didn't really matter. I tried doing a block on the 42 when he made his line, so I come up a little bit. He got there quicker than I thought, though, so I went back down in behind Cola and just tried to push him and make sure that run stalled out the best it could. And, man, Cola getting the win, I'm tickled. Again, like he was saying, Podium Motorsports, New Kebab, can't thank him enough giving us the ride, so definitely good running.
Yeah, the second place finisher, JCR Clash in the 42. Did you think you had the run you needed built up, or did you wish you had more cars behind you pushing you?
I thought I had the run. I think I needed to do it a little sooner. On the restart before that, I kind of made a dirty move and went and chopped the 14 off, so I knew he wasn't going to work with me at all because he was Stuart Haas, so I just wanted to pretty much go for track position. Go for the top 3 because I knew no one was going to help me, so I just timed it the last second to try to improve my position.
And we saw the whole line of cars starting to save to make it to the end there at the end of that third stage. Then a caution comes out, makes the overtime restart, threw the whole book out the window. Man, great race from everybody in that field tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race.
What you got for him, Icy? Slushy.
Yeah, no, that was a really fun race to watch. Obviously, awesome run by Cola. Congrats on the win. I don't have anything. I mean, you guys all hit everything that I was going to ask. So, congrats to all three of you, and hell of a way to start the season.
I was actually wanting to reiterate something that Dsmith just said. Whenever we were all in line saving the fuel, we were calculating every time we would go around, we were saving about half a lap. Well, as soon as we got to the line where we knew we could make it, it was fair game. It was go, 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 go. And I knew we had 4 cars at minimum on going to the outside, and with the momentum and the right gear, you're going to keep the momentum up for a little bit longer, and you're going to get the cars with you and get that run on the outside. And I really think the gear was very important at this race.
Yeah, I definitely believe that you four in the Stewart-Haas camp over at Podium. That's right, Podium.
Yeah.
I think y'all had the game plan
Glad I
worked
know
out
that after
just
the
right.
race is over.
I think y'all had that game plan worked out because it looked like the 4 of y'all were nearly unstoppable when y'all took the run to the high side to go to the front. But there was one point in the race where it was 6 Chevys and 6 Fords battling out 2 different lines. It was pretty neat to see. I'm not even gonna lie. But again, great way to end Dega week. Great way to open up the season here at Cringe. Next week we got presets are going to
the 2 C's, Charlotte and Chicago. Presets at Charlotte and customs at Chicago. So it's gonna be a fun week.
Get to see some real racetrack racing. But man, that was a hell of a race there. I really don't even know what to say about it except good race, good win, good finish to all of the top 3. But I think that should about wrap it up unless anybody else got something to add to it.
And with us again Sunday night at 7 o'clock, I believe, we'll be starting the preset truck race. And that'll get us started with next week's sure to be action-packed racing throughout the next week and throughout this season. If this week was any foreshadowing, this is going to be a fantastic season of racing.
Yeah, but until Sunday, we will see y'all later. Have a great weekend, and always, as Puddin would say, be safe, everybody.